Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Gavis Bettel covering One Reason. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the opening to Dead Man Wonderland, like the anime. And I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be pretty cool. I've listened to Gavis Bettel's like karaoke's, but I don't know if I've really heard him like do many covers. I think he's done like one or two maybe, but not a whole lot. So this is really exciting. I'm really excited to see what Gavis Bettel has got for us here today. Let's just jump in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Getting into it. Those drums are beautiful, actually. I really like the EQ balance on those drums. Ooh, he's got like that System of a Down, like a wavering on that like low tonality wavering in it. That's like System of a Down vocals right there. I like that. Nice. I like how he's using like the back of oh, my voice is cracking. I like how he's using like the back of his throat for that like insanity as he's like finishing the insanity. He goes like to the back of his throat to finish out that lyric there. Nice. Oh, is he doing these choral backings here? That's nice. I like how he's adding that growl into the main vocal, and then we have that like immediate contrast with the softer, smoother vocals. I like that a lot, actually. All right. Nice. So we had the vocal backing sustain into the reintroduction of the main vocal, and then we're getting back that grungy growl rasp into the voice. But it's not too far, you know. It's not as far as like a scream or a growl necessarily, but it's just that little bit of like rasp in the voice, that intensity. And I like how it's like this subtle, calm intensity, because it's not like we're like or super going all out like belting it out into the mic. We're just adding that intensity, that emotion, that kind of like animosity, anger into the lyrics, into the vocals, and it's not overdone, which is great because you know that leaves us room to progress through the song. That leaves us room to heighten the intensity for like a climatic big moment and then write it down. So we're leaving ample room to both come down and go up from here. So this is a perfect introductory level to have for our vocals. Ooh, big lift. Ooh, harmonization. Nice. Okay, I like that little bit of vibrato we got at the end there. We have a big lift, but he's going nasally. He's going for a nasal tonality, and from what I've heard, I believe Gavis Bettel, like his voice kind of leans more towards a nasal tonality anyway. But you can really hear it when he does these vocal lifts. It really goes more towards the nasally rather than like a clear head voice, or and you know this may not necessarily be head voice, but like a clear lift. Rather than that, we're going more nasally, and that adds to the darker side to the song. It makes it feel more muddled and more anxious, which is perfect. It's perfect for this song. I like the vibrato he adds there. Oh, okay. We're going for a vocal layering on that. I believe this is like the chorus. So we're going for a vocal layering. It was a pretty smooth transition here. Especially on the dead man, and then we're introducing with that harsher growl vocal, but then we're kind of having a lift on that moment of intensity. Nice. Okay, I like how we have the lift. We have the lift to introduce the intensity with the blood. So on the dead man, on that we have that vocal lift that we had before, you know, and then we take that away and go all in on the intensity for that second phrase there with the blood on my hands. I really like that. Nice. And then we bring back the vocal layering, but instead of having that lift like before, it's starting to match the darker tonality we have with the main vocal. Oh, okay. I was expecting a sustain, but we had an echo. We kind of cut it off, and then we focused on the echo. I would have liked a sustain, but that was still good. And then refocusing on the instrumentation. Okay. Okay. Whoa, that was nice. I like that. What was that? He like spit onto the mic. He went all the way down to his throat and he pushed that up like he was spitting out phlegm onto the mic. That was cool. That's nice. Nice. I like how the instrumentation introduced the lift before the vocals. That was nice. We had like an intermediate lift with the instrumentation, and that was then followed up and reinforced by the vocal lift. That was nice. Nice. Nice vocal layering. Oh, nice. Nice. I like how we had the lift. It was getting emotional. Then we reinforced it with the intensity, reintroducing the chorus. That was awesome. I loved how he pulled that off. Nice. Nice. He's going deeper now. He's getting more intensity in that growl. Ooh, wow. I know, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but I feel like every moment he does something, I want to talk about it. I love how we got like vibrato in the middle of that growl there. Nice. Nice. Okay. The guitar introduced the lift this time. And then we kind of have the acoustic matching it, or acoustic percussion matching it. So, those drums sound so good. I love whatever drum set we're using here. This sounds so good. And a big lift with those treble tonalities there. And then getting a little nice. We're gonna fade out. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna fade out. All right. That was one reason covered by Gavis Bettel. That was pretty awesome. That was I as you all know, I am a massive metalhead. I love just metal music. Most genres really. There's not a whole lot of like not a whole there aren't really like very many metal genres where I'm just like, no, I don't like it. I mean, there's a couple, but for the most part, anything metal I'll probably be down to listen to. This was pretty awesome. This was I mean, honestly, any music I'll be down to listen to, but I just have a preference towards metal. And this is right up my alley, I tend to listen to some heavier stuff than this, but this is like about as heavy as I listen to. And some people would even maybe consider it hard rock, but I'd say this fits into the metal genre. This was really nice. I enjoyed this a lot. I will say, there were a couple moments where I was like, his pitch might sound a little off. I feel like he tends to maybe go a little flat with his pitch, mainly with the harmonizations. I think the layered vocals, there were a couple points where I was like, this sounds a little bit off pitch, but because of that intensity in his voice and the aesthetic he creates around the song, and I suppose the song's aesthetic itself, it still works because you can still have the aggression, the tone, the drama in your voice, and the pitch is something you can correct later. The pitch isn't, to me, the pitch isn't as important as the ability to put all you've got into the song and get that intensity across, get the aggression across, get the emotion across. It's that's what Gavis Bettel has down. That's what he's able to pull that off perfectly. I think just a tiny bit of pitch control, just a little bit of practice with pitch control, and I mean, he's an excellent vocalist. He already is an excellent vocalist, but once he's got more mastery around that pitch control, he'll be incredible. He's got a very unique voice. It tends to lean more like nasally, but he's still able to create these lifts. Though they do sound to, I feel like they kind of create more of this, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all, but his voice kind of leans more towards that kind of whiny sound a little bit. It has, because of that nasal tonality, when he goes way up high, it tends to sound a little whinier, but he makes it work, especially when he adds aggression into that, because when he adds aggression into that, he can really make that work. He can make that an aesthetic, and he pulls it off. So it sounds awesome. I love how he pulled off this cover here, and I'd love to see an original song from him. I'd love to see what an original song from him sounds like, because he's got an awesome voice, and his music taste, from what I know, seems to be more or less up my alley. He seems to be really into metal as well. I've caught a couple of his streams. I can't catch everything, but from what I've heard him like talk about and stuff, he seems to be, a metal fan. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how he improves and what he comes out with next. And he already sounds amazing. So massive fan of this cover, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for recommending this to me as well. Even the comments recommended that I check this out. So thank you very much. That was really awesome. As always, feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. Aside from that, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more reactions like this one, or if you want to suggest something and get it reacted to, feel free to subscribe. Aside from that, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much.